Thailand elections 2019 military will keep a hold on power despite poll. Thailand will head to the polls Sunday for the first elections since a military coup in 2014, with the ballot widely considered to be a vote between a return to democracy and legitimized military rule. Throughout their time in power, military leaders have repeatedly promised and failed to hold democratic elections, prompting anger and frustration among many Thais. A series of small but significant protests have taken place in recent months, a poignant show of opposition during a period in which free speech advocates have been prosecuted and in February, the vote was delayed until March 24, ostensibly because the date would interfere with the new king's coronation ceremony plans. The monarchy is revered in Thailand, but activists have accused the ruling military junta of manufacturing the delay. While public outrage has not reached levels seen before the coup in 2014, between rival political factions have been in recent years. The military will be keen to quash a repeat of such unrest, an Army Chief General Abirat Kongsa, leaders of the National Council for Peace and Order NCPO, the junta that has ruled Thailand since the 2014 coup, have become accustomed to power. The rule of Prayut Chan-o-cha, the military coup leader turned prime minister, has been marked with increased repression, activists say. Shortly after taking over, Prayut banned all political campaigning, including political gatherings of more than 5 people. Hundreds of activists have been arrested and charged under draconian laws such as sedition or the lèse majesté, which prohibits criticism of the royal family, and the sphere for robust public discourse has all but disappeared thanks to Computer Crimes Act that restrict online expression and increases surveillance and censorship. General Prayut is contesting the poll with the newly formed Phalang Pracharat party. To achieve that ambition, Prayut appears to have every corner covered. Even if a Thais will be voting for the 500-seat lower house of parliament, while the 250-member upper house, or Senate, will be chosen entirely by the military. The whole 700. These Thais are doubtful that any poll will be entirely free or fair. The phrase "history repeats itself" has taken on a new meaning in Thailand, a nation that has seen a dozen successful coups since 1932. In recent times, the turbulent world of Thai politics has been centered around one man, Thaksin Shinawatra, who has dominated the political landscape in some form since 2001. Thaksin himself was ousted in a coup in 2006. His sister, analysts say Thaksin and Yingluck are still calling the shots, despite both being in self-imposed exile. It appears a new Shinawatra generation could be about to make its mark. Thaksin's son, Panthongti, was indicted on money laundering charges in October, in a case that his supporters claim is another move by the junta to halt the Shinawatra clan's political machine. Panthongti has yet few Thai and its populist policies remains strong, especially with its loyal support base in the northeast. Chayuka Wangnapachant, the niece of both Thaksin and Yingluck, has also entered the political arena after a decade working behind the scenes, but with new party Thai Raksa Chart Thai Save the Nation Party. Speaking to CNN, Chayuka said that she will fight against injustices that she sees as After the military lifted a ban on political campaigning in December, a host of smaller parties appeared, including Pheu Dharma and Thai Raksa Chart, with many Pheu Thai members joining their ranks. Analysts see these together. Traditional Pheu Thai arch-rivals, the Democrats, have an offer to make a coalition pact. Theirs would be an Democrats leader and former Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiva reportedly said he would not support Prayut returning to power. But he could well be in a position to play kingmaker come Sunday. While former Army General Prayut may find support in the old royalist establishment, he is not such a favorite among many young people who have come of age during his takeover and subsequent rule. With about 7 million now. A string of corruption scandals. Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan over allegations he sported more than 20 luxury watches, falling rubber prices, and have eroded public confidence in the military government. Added to the mix is that the election will be key for returning a sense of stability to a nation going through transition of a new monarch, and eyes will be on what King Maha Vajiralongkorn does once he is officially crowned in May. He took over the throne. If Thailand is to regain its footing, an uneasy compromise will need to be forged, Thailand said, among.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.